We are all in the process of becoming. I believe that. But you got to ask yourself, what am I becoming? Because you're going to become what you think about all the time. You're going to become what you see. If you think you're a failure, you're going to become a failure. Failure does not define who you are. If you were to complete the sentence, I was, I am, I'm becoming. If you were to write right after all three of those, what would it say? Each of those is vital to success in life. Success is not money. Success is not status. Success is having a meaningful life and being meaningful for the people around you. You know, you can't have the past, present, future, one without the other. You have to have all those. The present is very important because this is all we have, but the past is to be learned from. You know, people that don't learn from the past are destined to repeat history all over again. If you think about it, a man without a vision will perish. You have to have something that you set your sights on. It's like a boat. It leaves the dock, it leaves the bay right there. If it's not set right there to go somewhere, it's just going to drift all over. You know, and you think about all the stuff that a ship goes through if they're going from, you know, one sea to the next. No matter what the storm, no matter what the weather, it keeps pushing forward, keeps going to that destination. Even if you get off track, you hit some stuff, you're still set on that goal. You know, you can shoot at anything, but if you don't have a target, you're not gonna do nothing. So what are you becoming? Like, you know what you are right now, but what are you becoming? You know what you were. How's that all shaped you? You got to ask yourself a personal question. Have I been doing what makes me happy? What creates purpose in this life? Is what I'm doing working for me at this present time? Am I learning from my past? Am I learning and am I growing? If I have a great past, am I growing to all I can be? Am I finding the greatness inside me? Am I being all I can be? Am I being the best mom, best worker, best employee, best boss, whatever it is? Are you being all those? You know, best partner? I don't know. You got to ask that thing for yourself. But if you're not, if you're just drifting away right now, you got to make a conscious effort saying, look, this is not the path I want to go on. I can't continue in this area. You know, if it's your health, make a conscious choice. Look, I can't keep doing this. It's not doing anything good for me. Last year, they told me, hey, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna have insulin, Adrian. They said you got, you know, type 2, and you're basically on your way to insulin. What I was doing wasn't working for me, so I had to go find outside. You know, but growth is uncomfortable. It made me change up, you know, my eating. I obviously can't eat the things that I usually thought, you know, I could eat all the time. And I think, you know, I could have let it define me. I mean, I know it's not as big a battle as a lot of people are going through, but it's something that you can make, you know, make or break. But you got to switch up some things, because if you don't, obviously you're doomed to get deeper in whatever you're going through. You know, that was just a part of me, and I had a little bit of success now, but if I get comfortable, what's going to happen? I'm going to go backwards. There's a thing in Proverbs, it says, a wise man will hear and increase in learning. A man of understanding will acquire not counsel. That a wise man will hear and increase in learning. A man of understanding will acquire counsel. That could mean something different for you, but it means you gotta, when you have these things in front of you, if you're not learning from them, I'm not trying to get wise, I'm not trying to seek wisdom then. And if I don't understand, I'm acquiring the counsel. I'm seeing somebody above me, somebody that's done it before, and that's huge. Because you do understand. If you don't understand, you raise your hand if you're in class. You seek that counsel. Don't let any one of these things define you too much. I am, I'm becoming. All of them are vital, yes. But if you look at yourself and you think way too much about all these things that were, it's like being defined by a snake bite. The snake's gonna bite you, right? And eventually that poison's gonna go through if you got bit on the fingertip, that poison's gonna go through your whole arm, your whole body, and it's gonna kill you, right? We sometimes let that bite define us when it's actually the poison that goes through our body. We think about, all right, I can't do anything about this. But we can, you what do? You suck that venom out, right? If you take that analogy, that's your past. If you let that bite define you, all right, now I know not to stick my finger in this hole or whatever it is. But if you let that bite define you, then you're going to